Hi, my name's Andy, and this is a Wobbulator. That is a modulated signal generator, and the reason I've got this is that I'm repairing this Eddystone S680X communications receiver, and I want to check out the alignment of the IF transformers. And my hobby seems to be getting deeper and deeper. I'm sure you've heard the song, "There was an old woman that swallowed a fly." There was an old woman that swallowed a spider to catch the fly. And I think I've swallowed the spider, caught the fly, and I'm getting towards the horse now. My hobby seems to be getting deeper into technicality. Anyway, let's say this is a Wobbulator, and I've never heard of one before. I've certainly never used one, and I was out with a mate of mine and mentioned that I was looking for a Wobbulator, and he said, "Oh, I've got one, I'll dig it out for you." And when he said, when a radio amateur talks about digging out a piece of equipment, that can mean literally digging it out. But the next day he said he'd found it. It was under a lot of other test equipment that he's got, and he's given me the use of it. It hasn't been used for many years, so I asked him if I could fix it if it didn't work, and he said sure, be my guest. So couldn't find any information on the internet about it, other than a mention of a gentleman who I've had dealings with before, and that's a Mr. Ed Dining here in the UK, and I contacted Ed and said that I was looking for information about the Wobbulator, and he's very kindly emailed me the circuit diagram, the construction information, as some 6 pages of information here. So Ed, you're a star. I really do appreciate that, because I couldn't get anywhere without this information, and that's fantastic. Anyway, I've also been in contact with Jerry O'Hara in Canada, and he's very much involved with the Eddystone user group, and I've been talking to him about realigning the Eddystone radio, and he said you can do it without a Wobbulator, but his recommendation is to use a proper piece of test equipment. So again, Jerry, I'm doing what you tell me, hopefully. So I've tested the mains input side onto the Wobbulator, and I found an odd little fault. I haven't fixed the fault yet, but I just thought I'd share that with you and show you what's going on there. Thank you to everybody that's given me some lovely comments and who have enjoyed my videos. I do it for you. I get a bit of fun out of doing it myself, but I genuinely hope it helps you, and say people seem to be finding it interesting. So I will learn how to use this thing, fix it if it needs fixing, and then hopefully some future videos will show these 2 pieces of equipment being used together. The Wobbulator essentially puts out a variable frequency signal that will be fed into the radio, and then with the aid of an oscilloscope it allows us to look at the frequency response, which should be something like a bell shape of the IF strip, and I'll go into more detail once I actually get this thing fixed and working, and hopefully I'll be able to take you through it. Jerry O'Hara is planning to make a video covering the same thing with a different type of Wobbulator to this one, one that uses the sawtooth time-based signal from the signal generator, from the oscilloscope. This one doesn't use that signal. It seems to derive its synchronization from the mains, but so I'll give you more on that once I know what's happening. Okay, so this is the inside of the equipment and what it looks like. You can see this particular Wobbulator has had probably a hard life. It looks like it's spent some of its life in damp conditions. But I found that when I opened up the 13 amp plug, there was no earth on the cable, or it had been cut off, and that's not uncommon on test equipment. Frowned on by some, but I understand the reasons why it's done, and I've had to do it myself sometimes. But when I come to check the continuity of the equipment, I found that it was variable, and as I moved the mains lead, so I had several megohms or several hundred of ohms, I tracked it down to this switch, and look at that, there's a little pool of liquid associated with the wire. Everything else is bone dry. Don't know what that liquid is. I've put some litmus paper on the liquid to see if it was acid, and it doesn't look acid, it looks a bit alkaline, I think. Anyway, once I get everything up and running, I'll show you again. So not a desperately interesting video, but hopefully you can see where it's going. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.